These donuts are from Finland, and on May Day, the 1st of May each year, Finland go absolutely crazy for them. They're cardamom infused, and this is a drink called Sima, but you'll find out more about that in a bit. So I was thinking, as our actual May Day recipes, it turns out there's quite a few around the world, but Vappu, which is basically May Day in Finland, they have 3 iconic ones. So I need to make sure I get my pronunciation as wrong as possible here. One is called tippelvat, which basically looks like some sort of funnel cake and probably is really, really nice. Munkki, M-U-N-K-K-I, which are cardamom infused donuts, plus a drink called Sima, which hopefully with the power of time travel, you might have already seen at the start of this video. Okay, this is quite cool. So the reason they're called Munkki is because it actually translates to a monk. Apparently the shape and the colour of the round donuts, so ones without a hole, we are going to do ones with a hole, should look like a monk with a brown cape. I actually kind of want to do ones without a hole as well now. And maybe I'll do one of each. I just hope they taste good, and I've got a little bit of work to do. Because here, I love cardamom. I'm actually creating this work for me because obviously in here are the seeds, what we want. We're gonna grind these up because apparently if you've got a really coarse cardamom powder, that's actually more authentic. You can get cardamom powder, it's nice and smooth. However, to make it as authentic as possible, there's the seeds in there. And they smell so good, I love it. Hopefully you can see them there. That's the good stuff. I need a tablespoon of that. So it's gonna take me a little while to get these out. I'm really not sure how to describe the smell of it, but it's got this real nice like richness to it. It looks like insects right now, but honestly, I think it's really underrated. Which is great because we actually get to use our mortar and pestle, or I used to always like to say pestle and mortar to wind people up. Effectively, it's my thing that used to be a doorstop in our old house. Ooh, it just looks like a load of mud, doesn't it? I promise you, that smells so good. Oh my word. I'm kind of glad that I've done this. But of course, I'm not a factory, so we are still, in case you're wondering, I'm not a factory. We are gonna have a little bit of texture to it as well. Honestly, folks, it feels like someone's lit a candle with that cardamom scent. It's amazing. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. This is something called quark. Now, apparently it's insisting to use this for this recipe. You could use like a Greek yogurt as an alternative. I've never actually tried it. Ooh, very sour. But apparently, like a Greek yogurt, which you could use as an alternative, I think you could get away with cream cheese as well. It's just gonna give it a nice, as I've just evidenced actually, sort of tangy edge to it. It's also gonna make the dough nice and soft. It's got a lot of protein in it too. Got some moisture with it as well, some tenderness. And I think with Northern Europe, it's a very, very common ingredient. I've got some on my finger and I'm not licking that off because it basically tasted like a lemon. So I'm breaking it down as I stir it with each mix. It kind of looks like a budget version of curdled milk right now, although it wasn't the cheapest thing. But effectively, instead of warm water or indeed milk, we do need to warm this up because that will help get our yeast going for these donuts. Oh, I don't know what it is, folks. It's just something for me. I don't mind using an electric hob or an induction hob, but seeing a flame, you just know what's going on. It's something like reassuring about it. However, it won't surprise you that that alone will not just make donuts. Okay, so the yeast is going in to our warmed quark. Quack! Sugar, our ground cardamom. We got a little bit of salt. In goes an egg. Woo! Very, very watery. So I'm putting about half of my flour in for the moment. Oh my gosh! And I'm chucking the rest of my kitchen. I'm just gonna stir that in. Oh, wow. It's not all the flour as well, because of course I've got most of it all over my kitchen counter now, but there is still more to go in. I also don't want to tell you what I think that looks like. I've got some softened butter as well. So the eggs and the butter in there. And despite the white cloudiness here right now, our ground cardamom is standing strong. So no vanilla extract. No other flavour enhancers whatsoever. Really happy with this. It's got a little tougher, I must admit, but there's still those specks of cardamom pushing me on this Finnish inspired journey. I remember recently I did a Finnish taste test. What is that? That was quite licorice heavy, so I'm quite relieved that there's not so much of that in these donuts today. What's going to happen is we let this rest for about 20 minutes. So basically the flour will fully hydrate and it will get those like gluten strands, that's what we call them, gluten strands going. And also with the butter, with it being softened like we did, it'll enable it to sort of fully incorporate into that mixture. And you can also probably have a coffee break. And of course, to shape donuts, in the past, I've just used a glass to cut out the hole in the middle. But apparently quite a traditional way of doing it
is to literally just shape it into rounds and then just plug the hole out yourself. It's a very delicate dough. It's not sticky, but it just wants to kind of like droop. Apparently with this amount of dough, we should be able to make 16 donuts. Okay, so what I would normally do is push that out a little flatter, down with a glass and just take out the middle. But apparently we literally just push a hole out of it like that and stretch it. Oh wow, I've never done that before. That's worked really, really well. So remember, I was supposed to put them into batches of 16. I've only rolled out 8 rounds. So this could go absolutely ginormous. So I think I'll do a little batch of big ones, but then also make smaller ones too, and then we can just fry them all. The great one with the Munkki ones without the hole. The same dough, but 2 very different donuts. I'm gonna keep doing that. Yeah, so I've actually got a smaller tray too with some of the extra leftovers. So what I've got is the initial ones where I made, where we divided the dough into 8s. So these are probably double the size than they should be, where these ones are the size it's telling me to do. Or perhaps that should be dough. This needs to rest for about half an hour covered, and whilst I get my oil warm, let's rewind to 5 days ago where I began the process of making the drink, Sima, that we're going to have alongside this very traditional lemon sugary infused drink that actually has a little bit of alcohol content. It's not quite mead. I know some of you guys want to see me make that, so maybe we can do a follow-up to that, but check this out. All right, let's get this thing started. Here is a lemon. And I'm just going to peel off. Oh, some of that lovely rind, but in big strips like that using a peeler. For the recipe I'm using, it says we actually need 2 litres of water, one of which to be boiling on the hob or the kettle as we've seen, the other one to be cold. All right, so a massive saucepan. Here is some dark brown sugar and some standard classic sugar. Normally use that sort of combo if I'm doing like a cake or cookies or something like that. However, the lemon rind and the juice. I apologise in advance if I get this on the lens, but I'll do it quite low into the pan. There is some freshly squeezed lemon juice going in there. Oh yes. Well, obviously that's going to be quite zingy. So here is our boiling water, which hopefully won't steam up the lens too much. It looks like it's trying, but straight away it's turned into, well, it looks like a little bit of a lemony gravy. And it does smell a little bit like cough medicine. But the lemon is good in that. Yep, so this is where we're gonna add in that cold water now. And that is an awful lot in there. But we do actually need to take a little bit out right now for the yeast. It says we need about 100 millilitres. Ooh, I'm so tempted to drink that. I'm gonna do it. Ooh. It tastes like a lemonade, but with a slight cookie vibe. I can't explain it. I think it's the dark sugar that's done that. Not bad. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know why we're doing this. The only thing I can think of that I've done that resembles it before is when you make like a slurry with like corn flour. But I've taken a smaller amount of the yeast, but we'd put it into a much smaller portion in here, the 100 millilitres, rather than straight in the saucepan. I don't know what difference that's making. Maybe it's going to activate it much quicker, but apparently a good old stir like this. So I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes on its own. This generally does smell like beer in a bowl. Ugh. It's so weird to describe the texture. When I'm stirring that sugared water, it's almost like slimy, like I go, ugh. It's like, I've not really experienced that before, but in the pan, it feels like there's slime in there. It's just really, like made it like an ice rink. Covered, my toggles didn't fall in, and now we just leave this for 24 hours. Good night, saucepan. See you in the morning, my friend. Sleep well. 24 hours later, folks, look at our lemony fermentation mixture. I'm quite relieved to see these like evidence of it fermenting, because about 12 hours in, like nothing genuinely was actually happening at all. I was a little bit worried, but it's 100% smelling different. But this is only the start of its journey. Oh, look. Ugh. It's like sort of sediment at the bottom of the pan. Look at that. Ugh. Okay. Nice. Now, I've only done that to make it easier to get it into this. And I don't know if this is going to fail. Oh no, see? I only put it in this to make it easier to get it into this, our final bottle, for around about 4 days' time. But to help us know when it's ready, there's a secret ingredient. Raisins. So basically what we're going to do is put in, I don't know, like 5 or 6 raisins into the bottle of our jar. And as you can see, gravity's doing its thing right there. They're sat at the bottom. So I've got myself a funnel and some filter paper. Here we go. Ooh. But as you can see, these are staying at the bottom, and we'll know once it's ready because the bubbles, the carbonation, will lift it to the top, and that's when we can drink our Sima. It's a proper old school way, apparently, of testing that something is ready and carbonated. Pretty cool, right? And if I think actually sold this as a kit myself personally in the instructions, you'd 100% have to say, you know when it's ready, when the raisins are raisin. So I've just shoved that into my fridge in the house, and it's gonna sit until the raisins tell me we're ready. It has risen. It has risen. Oh, look. Look. It's rising. This is like magic. Look. Oh, my word. That's actually really, really cool. And there it is. It's being lifted up where that's brewed and developed the gases. I'm really excited to try this. We'll have it with our donuts. I'll stick it back in the fridge. This is after it's had half an hour, and oh my gosh, some more flour rained down. It's all good. They haven't really changed in size at all. Let's fry. In you go. That's the size it should be for this recipe. And I've also got a monk here as well. I'm frying a monk in oil. In that goes. Let's see. I don't like doing whole donuts because there's a bit more cooking time involved. You hear tales of getting like actual raw donuts. Imagine going to all this effort and then it just like in the middle it's just dough still. It's looking like an acceptable size for a donut. Oh, good colour already. It's an acceptable size for a donut, but of course we can make it way bigger. So onto some kitchen towel. I've pushed the colour just because I don't want a raw donut, if that's okay. And the great thing is the sugar, oh yes, will completely mask that, but I'm gonna do that all in one big old batch. So let's get some more on. Let's do a big one. Oh, probably gonna flip it like twice. Unlike using tuck where you've got that thermometer to maintain that temperature, I have got to keep adjusting it. But other than that, I'm really hungry all of a sudden. All right, here comes another batch just to show you the difference. Oh my gosh. To be fair, I'm kind of happy that I went for the bigger size. That is a decent sized donut right there. I've got more to fry and I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty then folks, a little bit of a different colour selection on some of these. The first batch I did were particularly dark, but I actually quite like, these are like the standard size they should be, pretty good. One of them, the hole nearly entirely closed and it's sort of self-monked anyway. But as you can see with these larger ones, they are actually quite a big sized donut there. Still not sure whether these will actually be like fully cooked through or not. There's only one way to find out yet. But the great thing with all donuts, these don't have a glaze on it, just sugar. And maybe Phoebe will join us on this Finnish taste adventure. Just a big old bowl of sugar. Doesn't really want to go in the middle bit too much, but it will just literally cling like that. Look at that thing. I really want to glaze them, but I mean, obviously with the round ones as well, you can like puncture a hole in it and then pipe filling in, like we're talking about like a cardamom cream, which I'm probably going to think about that for the rest of the week. But that is literally the process. Get it nice and sugared. Not even a cardamom sugar, actually. Yeah, we could have mixed that in with it. Oh, I've got to try and stay traditional. So if anyone in Finland is watching, I apologise for the pronunciation. I apologise if I've made any mistakes. I don't think I'm going to hate this. It's been a really fun adventure, actually. Not just the donuts, that Sima as well, which we will get with this right now. Let me finish this and we'll have a Mayday feast. I don't know, we might get a raisin in here or not. Let's have a look. Oh, they might all come out. Ugh. Oh, wow. That really is murky. In the interest of fairness, I'll put a couple in this glass here, but I felt a bit emotional pouring that then. That felt like, I don't know, like 5 days like effort and labour just gone into that. But there are bubbles there. This is going to be interesting. Phoebe's here. Hi, mate.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why are you being in videos again? What's the matter? You suddenly realise it's cool or something?
No, I just I want to try the food.
Right, brilliant. That makes sense. It's cooked through. First reaction.
That actually tastes nice.
Thank you. Look at that. Look how fluffy that is in the centre. I reckon that was because of the quark. Yeah?
I don't know what that is.
And describe what you're tasting, Phoebes.
It's like sweet spices.
It's very cardamom heavy. It's quite a deep, rich kind of spice, but not overpowering. Not kind of like nutmeg vibes, actually.
No, it's like...
No.
It's like... Oh yeah, it is a bit.
All
And
right.
cinnamon.
Yeah, nutmeg, cinnamon, like a mixed spice kind of vibe.
Yummy.
That's really tasty, isn't it?
Delicious.
I actually think they're quite weighty and filling as well, but still fluffy. That the actual standard size is probably fine. So this
What is that?
is a drink called Sima. S-I-M-A.
What is in it?
Lemon, sugars, and water, and raisins, and yeast. Basically, we're having like a mini Vappu here. This is like the Finnish Mayday celebrations. Happy Vappu!
Happy Vappu.
But apparently students for Vappu go absolutely nuts in Finland. They do street parties, they play pranks on each other, do celebrations and stuff.
Sounds fun.
Brilliant.
That's really nice.
That is nice, isn't it? Oh, wow.
It's like orangey and like raisins.
It tastes like a Bucks Fizz.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can't taste the lemon in it. It's gone more orangey, would you say? Would you think that's lemon or orange? Maybe it's the
Orange.
colour thing.
I can't taste lemon.
That is absolutely delicious.
Tastes like Christmas.
It does taste like Christmas, mate. I'm fairly certain I've used that as a line in a video once. I think we're related. Oh, thanks for everyone that's messaged Phoebe's Cozy Craft website,
Oh yeah.
giving us some work to do. There we are then, our first and maybe last Vappu celebration, but I hope you found this video interesting. What was your favourite?
The drink.
The drink?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think mine is slightly too. I thought, we'll have the donuts, have that sweet pleasantries, and then be like, ugh. But genuinely, this is all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's like bubbles in it. We made these bubbles. 5 days of blood, sweat and tears.
Really?
Yeah. I might try a raisin, actually.
It's gonna taste pickled like.
Pickled. It is pickled, yeah. Mmm. Thanks, Phoebes.
You're welcome.
What next?
Rest now.
Rest now, right.
Bye bye.
Don't want to push a teenager too hard.
No.